smooth surface. Okay, man. Yeah. After failing 84% during travel, I won a bit a tower. Yeah, when I play Roblox, so yeah. Let's go ahead and play ToDT. ToDT is one of my favorite SC. Like I also like Tower Generation Failure, Tower Externalizing Insanity. I also like Tower Strategic Mechanics. I don't like Tower Blitzing and Killing, that's just awful. What else? I hate Tower of Confusion, Tower of Insanity. I also like Tower of Difficulty Chart and Tower of Impossible Movement. I hate Tower of Thinning Layers. Anyway, Tower of Double Trouble. Oh, wait a minute. They changed the timer thing. Why though? It doesn't fit with the numbers. Okay, that's a bit weird. I don't like this update though. Okay. Well, who cares about the timer though? Who cares about the timer? Like, oh, it was just a loading bug. Okay, it wasn't anything permanent. Because if it was permanent, it would be really bad. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, because why make that update? There's no reason to make that. So anyway, I'm just gonna be grinding Tower Double Trouble today, and yeah, my personal best is floor 7, side A. I wish it was 7, side C, and I'm just kidding, because you can't fail there. You also can, you might fail at 7B if you die, but 7B is, you can cheese it by standing at the corner, so yeah, no deal. Yeah, all I need to do is bit side A. That's all I need to do. Hit the tower, and I am failing for some reason. Okay, man. I guess that's my destiny. XD. So yeah, this tower is almost purist, except yeah, it hasn't many client objects. But the gameplay is really good. I love the gameplay and the colors. Now it has a little bit of lack of creativity, but it doesn't matter. It's a really decent tower, and it's really enjoyable to play. Really fun to play. And I also like that it's skill based. Like it isn't too tricky also, and it's skill based. You need mostly wraparound skill for this tower, and also flicking skill. I'm just talking about the thrusts and the ladders in the later floors. So yeah, if you have that skill, you can beat it, and flex on the others for beating the first C. I also might beat Tower of Thinning Layers as my first C, just because it's shorter but harder. It's harder. Like I don't like those RNG janky parts, such as floor 8 head hitter part, where you might fall for no reason. I don't know, and so I like cheesing it by just corner clipping and it's really pleasant corn clipping there, because you just skip the whole painful RNG thing that gets you every time. So almost every time, yeah. Tower thin layers has wall hops. Doesn't matter. I think, floor 10, the beginning of floor 10 was wall hop spam, and I'm really glad they removed it, because it was basically hell. I like a way to put wall hops, straight line wall hopping, and they're quite long straight line wall hopping in an insane tower. Yeah, before it was nerfed, the tower thing layers were used to be a high extreme or low terrifying tower. Yeah, that's the truth, and it got nerfed. You can clearly see some parts that are a bit harder. Yeah, I think that's because they were nerfed parts that still have got the tiny part of their old difficulty, their previous difficulty, and they got the lag spike. Awesome. And so yeah, some parts are harder just because the tower used to be a low terrifying, or most people think it should be high extreme, sorry. And yeah, it's a really awful tower though, except some parts like I really like I should say, yeah, I really like floor 10. Yeah, floor 10 is not buggy. It doesn't have anything bad about it. It's just, it's an outside, and I don't like the trash flick thing where you need to jump on the one side after flicking off a trash backwards. Yeah, that's the dumbest part of the tower. No, actually it's not. It's not that bad, especially if you have beaten Tower of Traps, where there is a trash flicking thing with a one set. Another one set trash flick is also in Ring 2, like except Tower of Traps. There's also a part like that in Tower of Shattered Dreams. So yeah, I don't know. I think Tower of Thing Raiders is really bad, and many people think that. Some people even think it's trash. It's complete junk. That's a lot of people. What a lot of people think. It's their opinion, and I don't think it's completely trash, but I would consider it one of the worst gameplay. One of the worst gameplays in SC Towers. Now I'm correct, and yeah, I would say that just because it's buggy, and mainly because of floor 8, the head hitter part, where it's just so freaking RNG, and you never know if you're gonna pass the part or fail it, and yeah, that's what makes it annoying. So yeah, anyway, we're on floor 2, and just gotta do a few more jumps to advance to floor 3. Yeah, this ramp is a bit hard. Just gotta do it widely because there's a gap there. It's easy. Yeah, it's an easy physical practice was at floor 9 tower of true skill. It was just, yeah, I wouldn't say it was a nice experience because basically one day I failed the last jump of true skill, and I mean the weird part before the ladders at floor 10 outside, and I was just I couldn't even react properly. I was filled with anger and madness. I can't describe how I felt then. So it was a horrible experience. Luckily, one day later, I beat the tower, and I just beat the tower. I'm really glad I beat True Skill, and I own that really cool remorseless trail thing. It's honestly, I think it might be one of the best trails in JTOH currently. It's just so cool, man. I don't know, I just like it so much. I think it also looks sick in Tower Double Trouble, just because most of the tower is dark, and that color theme, like on floor 1 we have black and pink, which is awesome. And no, I don't mean black pink suck, and I don't know what's your opinion, but I generally hate K-pop. Okay, I hate it, I freaking hate it, and I don't care if you love it, kinda, and I don't care at all. I just hate it, man. I think it's the worst thing, and I don't know why it's a fever, and everyone listens to that kind of music. But I hate K-pop. I don't know. You might consider me weird, but I just hate it, man. I don't know. I just hate K-pop. I hate K-pop. It's just so trash. It's just such a trash kind of music. I don't like it. Although it's for all genders. It's for all genders. I don't like it at all. Like I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just really annoying for me, and I don't get it. Like why people think it's cool and awesome. Some people even listen only to that music, and it's weird. Anyway, let's stop talking for now. Like I will start talking when I'm at the last jump of the tower, and I will be like, oh my god, no way, there's no way I'm here. Look where I am. Oh my god, this can't be happening right now. Oh my god, I'm saying so bad. Yeah, what Math say when he was close a bit to a skill. Yeah, Math Factor 360 is a quite decent JTOH player, obvious, but he's not the best. Like, he's a bit better than average, and he pays more attention to Tower of Hell, so I wouldn't, like, he hasn't beaten any C tower, legit. One day he got the badge of beating tower thin layers, but he cheated with a bug that you basically were able to beat tower thin layers using cursed coil, and system couldn't figure out that you were using boost items, and of course, he deleted the badge from his collection, because if he hadn't deleted the badge, he would be a cheater, a huge cheater. Just wanted to test if it's possible to beat Tower of Thin Layers, because he basically had heard about a bug. Heard of a bug. Tower of Thin Layers. I don't own Curse Coil. I would want to try it out, like play the Tower with Curse Coil, but I would have to beat an event, and the event is over, so yeah, I can't do anything for that. I think the Christmas event is over. I think. I just mean the title of the game has removed the phrase Christmas event part 2 or final boss or something has been removed from the title, from the game title, and that makes sense because the event must be over, and I honestly don't know when the presents are gonna open, because I knew and for sure the announcement was that when Christmas event will be over, we will get our prizes. For you get a prize from opening its present you have got, and honestly we haven't got our items yet. I don't think there are gonna be some freaking amazing and awesome items, because they would be free items, because all the presents are free to get. Some presents require skill, some others require knowing where they are. Like when I'm talking about presents that require skill, I mean present of greatness, because you had to participate in some mini events announced in the Discord server, and you had to complete different obbies varying on difficulties. The highest difficulty was remorseless, because it wouldn't make sense if they were insane difficulty obbies. And there were also difficulty obbies. I almost felt that rap, I'm awesome, I know. So yeah, there were some easier obbies that I honestly don't know the system, like how you were supposed to get the present of greatness by completing those obbies. I don't think one obby would be enough, because maybe one obby would be enough, but there were too many mini events, and I think you just had to complete a certain amount of them. But even if you only had to beat one obby, guess what? I didn't participate, like an idiot, and I was like, why didn't I participate? Why did that happen? And I completely forgot about it. Like I was like, I went to the server news, and I was like, oh my god, mini events for the present of greatness. I gotta finish this. I gotta get the present, because I think it will be the best present with the best item. But I didn't participate, unfortunately, because I was dumb. I completely forgot about the whole thing. So yeah, now I have only got 3 presents, and the first present, which is well, anyway, the first present, I don't think it will contain any item. during the Christmas event. So, in my opinion, I will get two small items for the two other presents I got. And yeah, I wouldn't say that's bad, because the more items I have, the more happy I will be.